Hello and welcome to one more episode of our Pet Master build. Now, I actually thought the last episode would have been shorter than the other ones, but actually it was the biggest until now. And I tell you guys, because I'm recording them together, so that episode just ended being recorded, you know. It might be true what they say that, well, time goes fast when you're having fun, right? And I hope you are having a really nice day today, and I hope you have fun watching us again, once more, riding with us in battle once more. Ooh, we got level 23. We're almost with enough stats and experience requirements to use our amulet that's going to give us yet another pet. So yeah, 1 second, I'll be with guys. Okay, I'm back. So here, if you follow the main road, our religion, you are going to find these two people. Now this guy is pointing a gun at her head. If we talk to them, they will like pretend this is some kind of, I don't know, like he's about to kill her unless you give him money. And if we talk to her, she will tell you that this was our ruse, an elaborate ruse, and they just wanted to rob you because that's their way to live. And you can be a nice person and tell them about the prison and give them a second chance, or you can just kill them both. I'm going to tell them about Devil's Crossing and send them there, because you know, I feel very merciful today. Nothing brings your humanity out more than, you know, just hunting ethereals and skeletons and other worldly things. Now, the way you have to do right here is going either through here or through here. I was trying to go here because, as you can see in the minimap, there is something like a little entrance, but this is not the way. This is the way, and I always forget this entrance, so it was a good thing that I remembered this time. Well, there's hordes and hordes of undead here, so through magic of editing, I'm going to put you guys again when I find the shrine that's out here. So right here we find another desecrated shrine, and well, you don't have to be nice to assume that the enemies we will be fighting here in this desecrated shrine are going to be skeletons. Yeah, because that's exactly what we would expect from just fighting skeletons all the time, right? And another one bites the dust. Oh, why can I conquer love? Okay, sorry, Sia. You know, one of these days, someone is going to end in the hospital because of like alcohol death, just trying to play a drinking game, watching my stuff. Hopefully, it's not one of you 20 or 15 people that watch me, okay? Because you guys matter. But maybe it's someone that doesn't know the channel that well and just started watching some videos, and this person doesn't believe it's beautiful and important to the channel as you are, and so this person decides that the best course of action for the weekend is to make a drinking game. For every time I say something like the main road is your religion, or for every time I start singing a pop song that nobody even hears anymore. God, if I just start bringing back the 20s, no, sorry, not the 20s, but the 2000, I guess, or the 90s. We can go through either path here. Like you can see that there's an entrance here and there's a crumbling wall here. There's a lot to explore and a lot to kill in this place. The undead are restless and they are everywhere. And if you are on main mode playing on this place and you don't have a lot of DPS, I would completely, like 100%, tell you another of my mottos in Grindahl. Kill the priest! Murder the priest. You cannot allow the priests to live. If you are playing on this place on like main mode and like usually just getting 3 mastery points per level up, don't leave the priests alive, because the priests are going to be killing everyone and it's going to be making your task of killing everyone a lot harder, of course, because they are being killed. Because that's how life works, that's how gaming works. And right here on this stuff, this ancient lecterns, you could start collecting pieces, but you guys know the drill. We are smash and grab, we are hit and run, and got a song, parody song from LoL just came into my mind, from League of Legends. I'm gonna hit and run. Some people are going to get the reference. It was about Jinx. Yeah, it was about Jinx. So we are just going to be making our way out of here fast as possible. Now that I'm finished talking about stuff, I'm probably going to be making a cut and seeing you guys on the other side. Well, actually, it's not that far. Like, yeah, it's right here, I guess. Oh, no, this is our... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got turned around. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Okay, we've done it. We are on the outside. Here we find a friendly ghost that's going to ask us to end the suffering of her daughter, who happens to be a harpy. And now you can see that we have a new friend. We have a cockroach on our lines. How sad is that cockroaches cannot be our great friend. There was an old movie where a guy was friend of cockroaches, right? I cannot remember by the love of me the name of the movie, but you know, people have called me heartless once, so I'm not that surprised. Anyway, let's push forward. We are in Broken Hills, and Broken Hills is basically just follow to your left all your life, basically. So I'm going to see you guys in a little bit. Look at the cockroach! It was right there. I swear, just reload the video, I don't know, 5-7 seconds. Right here on this spot on the map, you will find the harpy that the lady asked us to find her. Lutra the Abandoned. She's usually not that big of a deal, even normal mode. Unlike normal mode, okay? With no modes or anything. She's not that big of a deal. And if you start seeing these Mistborn brutes, well, you know you are in the right place. You know you found yourself the main road again. The main road material. And you find here a shrine that will require a complete emerald, which is not that big of a deal. You have a lot of those. I'm sure of it. So once you are in the Barren Highlands, which is this place right after you find the shrine, I think Barren Highlands starts when you cross this bridge right here. You just follow the main road, because the main road is your religion. You know that. You just follow the main road if you want to find the... Look at the cockroach. Well, I think it's kind of a mutated acidic shrimp. And right here, it's Elsa, the girl that Morley has been asking us to find. And if you talk to her, she would rather have Morley think she is dead, so he doesn't come after her. And she can tell you that this area is swarming with the trolls and harpies, nothing that we don't already know. And you can be kind of a ass to her and ask if she has some experience with trolls, like if she is one of the people that has been sleeping with trolls. Well, that's just being a bad person. Well, see you guys in a little bit, following the main road. Oh, actually, I just remembered. In this place, you can follow the main road, or you can take a shortcut going in this direction. Go in this direction, you're going to fight a lot more people, but you get in the cave, which we are going a lot faster. So this is the place we are going to be using. See, we just follow basically all the way here, almost on a straight line. If you would follow the main road would take you all this path till you get to the same place. This time it was good to be heretic if you like to go running. And if you like to go exploring, the main road would have been your right way. Right here you start to see some trolls killed by the ethereal radiation, which means if you have been paying attention to Green Down in the last, I don't know, 10 seconds, it means we are going to be fighting trolls that are corrupted with ethereal forces. These guys are still okay, but we are going to be fighting them in a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, there is... oh yeah, there's a little boss right here. So that's when we get out from our magic of editing, just to show you guys our fight against Vordrak the Destroyer. And look at us, we are dodging boss kills. Once in a lifetime. I'm not gonna ruin the killers. And right here, you can see them. Flesh warped trolls. Trolls that have been corrupted by the ethereal forces. It's almost like you guys don't believe me. It's almost like you guys think that I never played this game before. I told you guys. Here we can still see some survivors, some people that are fighting them, but you see, like, this is a normal troll. This is a flesh warped troll. They are everywhere. The Feroz are taking charge of everything. It makes me think, if all the races would just band together, I think the Feroz would have no choice. Like, they would be, okay, we just get out of this world or we join the Chthonics. And that ain't gonna happen, because they are like the long life enemies. Well, we got another rift gate, and I'll be with you guys in a second. Right here we see an old face, Ogrin. Ogrin is going to be calling us taken because as the story starts, we had been taken by an ethereal spirit, and if we ask him how can we help, he will ask us to find a way to Homestead, as everyone has asked us before. And we are going to be finding this merry little way. I'm not going to get the quest from this guy, because this guy asked us to find his sister. His sister is a corpse, spoiler. And her body sometimes doesn't show up. And I know that because on one of my characters, on main game, main mode, everything perfectly, like as crystal clear as it can be, that fucking corpse never show up. So I'm not going to take his corpse, especially because we are the hit and run style. So what we are going to do is follow this path, jump on that cave, and be fighting a bunch of, I don't know, warlock trolls and worms that look like dicks coming out of the earth. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We find ourselves a mini-boss protecting the shrine that is down here. And now that the boss has been dealt with, I'm going to show you guys how we made this way here, because I know this place can be really confusing sometimes. So I'm pointing with my mouse the pathway I made. I think there's also a pathway through this direction if you went full left here instead of going straight on the choke point. But, well, we have more stuff to clear. But fear not for us, because we have an army. Maybe fear for yourself if you like to play on the standalone mode. And, well, while I figure out how to escape this cave, I would advise you to start listening to Hotel California, because I'm not going to sing that song. Last thing I remember, I was running. Oh, here's the dick things, the dick worms. I don't know, man. It's not a pleasant sight for anybody. I was running for the door. I had to find a way to the place I was before. Relax, say the night, man. We are programmed to receive. I wonder if the YouTube thing that tracks down if you are using songs in your videos is going to be like, oh no, he was singing the lyrics perfectly and with a so angelic voice that we have to tell everybody that this guy used an actual song in his video. Yeah, I wonder if that's going to happen. Well, here we are on the Prospector's Trail. Really close to Homestead. So, see you guys there. Just to show you guys this thing, I'm on a bridge, and under me there's a detonation side to use your dynamite. This is what happens in this place if you follow the main road. If you follow the main road, you will find this bridge and you will make a turn right here to go under. Now if you go under, you will get to a place called Pine something. Let me just check here. Pine Barrens and Shaded Basin and later Tyrant Hold if you want to go this direction. It's a great place for farming because there's a bunch of things there and there's a bunch of mini bosses, big beasts that people will ask you to hunt. So if you want to just power up your levels, I would advise you to go to Pine Barrens and this place. I might actually show this on our next chapter, maybe, if you guys would like to see it. Otherwise, we just go back to the choke point, I don't know, right here, and we will go up through the Withering Fields towards Homestead. So yeah, if you make your way towards Homestead, towards the, well, kind of following the main road that shows up if we take the choke point towards Homestead, you'll find a welcome party dancing in the moonlight waiting here for you. And what are my guys even? Oh, okay, there's a kind of mini boss here. Okay, he has been dealt with. And right here is the Homestead Rift Gate and Homestead itself. Once you get to Homestead, you have to go back to Prospector's Trail, and we are going to let Ogring know that we found a way, so we can also Riftgate all those people and save them. Oh, it's not here, it's Deadman's Gulch. Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was a mistake. Here, Deadman's Gulch.
So how doomed now that we come?
And that's it. Once you do that, Ogring is going to show up back in Homestead, because after all, we just Riftgate him here. And Homestead is going to be your new hub. It's going to be the place where you show up every time you click to start the game. You will be already here, because most quests are going to be living from this place now. And the next place that's going to happen is on the Black Legion Fortress later in the game. This guy right here is the Inquisitor Creed that has been letting behind these little entries that we have been reading for some lore and XP. Or perhaps you're reading for some lore and XP. I have already read in the past, so I'm not just doing it again. And now he just asked us to ask the Captain Summer what we need to do here to earn our keep. Well, instead of progressing with the true story, I'm going to be taking a detour. And I'm going to be finally going after Salazar, the Blade of Cthulhu. Now you might be asking, could I have you done this like before? Yes. Or you might be asking yourself, wait, isn't too early to go in this? Yes. For both questions, yes. I could have done that before because I'm super OP. And yes, it's kinda early to hunt down Salazar if you are playing on the main mode. But let me assure you, it's not impossible. I have done it once with my Shaman build, but, well, on the same side, I have also died a lot to Salazar with my Nightblade build, with my Inquisitor build, so, well, I know that Salazar is a little bit challenging, and it's not the easiest thing in the world to hunt if you're playing the game as the nature has created. If you're playing the game as it was intended, Salazar might be a challenge, and he should, because he is intended to be kind of villain, right? And you just don't go and mow through all the villains. At least you shouldn't. Okay, that's what the game expects of you. But since we are getting 5 mastery points per level up and stuff, oh, we're even finding Harbingers here. These guys usually don't show up so early, I could say, but well, we are 26, so it makes some sense that they are showing up. Since we made a deal with Direni, he gave us the strange key. Now, if you didn't make the deal with Direni, sometimes going through this way, one of the cultists is going to drop the strange key, but then you're relying on chance for things to work. So here we are in the Depraved Sanctuary. You see that we only got 300 experience points for getting here, so you guys can see that you were supposed to be here a lot sooner, right? So let's hunt some cultists and void demons, because that's our definition of fun. Welcome to my world of fun, if I'm to quote Panic at the Disco. I just can't stop with the song references. I just can't. Never. What is the word of songs? It's not nearly as fun. And since I can't be listening to my stuff on my headphone while I'm here recording, you guys have to hear me sing. For which I am really sorry. I do apologize. I don't have the voice of the people I was fortunate to meet on this weekend. I think I already said that on the first episode that I recorded today, but well, it is no problem to say again, I guess. They're really nice people and they sing really well. Like, all my compliments are still pale to their true skill in the words of music. Like, they could be, how do I put that? Oh, that was some explosion. I'm sure they could be professional singers. Well, if I'm not mistaken, she actually recorded an album with a bunch of other people. Anyway, we are about to hunt down Salazar. If you're playing on normal mode or veteran difficulty and you're not sure you're going to make out of this alive, you can always leave a rift travel right here, then you open the door and go hunt Salazar. This is a really good strategy when you're trying to hunt bosses. Just leave a rift gate outside, you know, because shit happens sometimes. And now, with no further delay, let's bring an end to Salazar's Harbinger and Salazar himself. And fighting Salazar, we actually have to keep an eye on our health bar on the ground to dodge this thing. to dodge his seals, and we have to keep an eye on our pets, because they will be dying. There will be death right here. Helen has already fallen. Our Draven had already fallen. Oh, and Draven is on the other side of the wall right now, but I think he can still attack. And our thing has died. Our cockroach had died right there. So we have to be bringing our guys back, because Salazar is going to be putting them down. And if we were not careful, he could put us down as well. Because those seals he puts on the ground, those are no joke. Like, doesn't matter which character you're playing, those seals on the ground can be scary. And you guys saw my health dripping low a little bit. Well, that's even more scary if you're playing with normal builds on the game with no modes. That can get really scary. Like, you see your health going out nearly to zero whenever he casts a Doom Bolt. On our case, we got here with 4,000 health and an army at our side. We had nothing to fear. We don't fear Cultists, we don't fear Caphonant, the dead god, and his powers. So after you do that, you find a bunch of, like, treasure after dealing with these Cultists. So, I don't know, rejoice! Enjoy yourself! Enjoy the great hero that you are, I guess. Or the great hero that I am. Yeah. Sure, so through the magic of editing, I'm going to be stepping in the darkness and talking with Minova, the ghost that asks us to deal with her child, and talking to Douglas and talking to Captain Summer and Homestead, and I don't know. In the next 5 seconds, you will see us where we need to be. Right here, not long after Homestead, like, we basically left Homestead and followed the main road to the left, and on this choke point we chose to go to the left instead of going down. You will find a ruin shrine that's going to ask you for mutagenic ichor. So, yay! Another one cleansed from whatever defilement it happened. So, we found that shrine right here. If you do all this way that I'm showing here on the minimap, well, on the map itself, not the minimap. If you do all this way to where I am, you will get to Gruesome Harvest. On Gruesome Harvest, we have to hunt the Ethereal Amalgamation. That's the quest that Captain Summer asks of us. So, let's follow the main road. Our religion, to which we are not that... Well, we don't practice the religion that much anymore, but we still follow the main road. And let's see where it takes us. And let's see how is this Ethereal Amalgamation. Make your way through the ranks of the Ethereals. So, like, where I stopped talking with you guys was something like right here. I made my way following the main road, and right here we have this place. So yes, you have to step on eggs, you have to step on this ethereal ground to get inside. Right here there's a bunch of ether clusters and some guys protecting this. Behind those doors is the amalgamation. Now this starts as this boss for this quest, but later this thing is going to actually be an enemy that you are going to be fighting in some places. Well, with our mighty army, this army that could make the Romans cry, well, we just walked through it like it was nothing. Well, yes, we had some losses, but, well, that's the beauty of the Pet Master, just bring everyone back. No one is actually dead. No, such thing doesn't happen. Unless we die, of course. But we never die. Heroes never die. So, neither do our pets. Once you do that, you will return to Homestead. And once you return to Homestead and talk to Captain Summer about your success.
I see your reputation. My scouts have
She
reported
will
back from
ask
the
us to recover the people that has been captured and are being threatened to offer as a sacrifice to the Cophonic forces. And before we can leave through that door, Ogrin has also requested our presence.
Just the person I'm looking for. There are 2 other groups of
And
survivors in the region.
he wants us to talk with 2 emissaries. Remember how I was talking about crazy religions going on in Green Dawn? Well, these are the crazy religions. Right here we got Haruf, a member of the the Order of Death, which is an order of necromancers, and right here is Brother Motar, which is from the Kaimon's Chosen. Now the Kaimon's Chosen are a bunch of dicks. If you are a necromancer, they don't even talk to you. Like right here, I'm going to show you guys. Do not dare to stand before me, filth. Are you calling me filth? Do you know who I am? You bitch. But even if you are an Inquisitor and you talk to Haruf, Haruf is going to be a nice guy. That's why I believe the Order of Death's Vigil are the guys that, like, they have their heads on where their heads should be, not up their asses, like the Kaimon's Chosen. So, we tell that the Black Legion is going to be working with them. We get despised by the Kaimon's Chosen, and if you ever happen to find the Kaimon's Chosen out there, the Kaimon's Chosen is going to be attacking you. After we do that, the door is open and we can leave. There's other side quests that you can get here. Right now, what I want to do to end this chapter is getting the Rift Gate here in the, what's the name of the place we're going? Sorrow's Bastion, which is basically like, look at this place, man. It even reminds some Witchwood or some Bloodborne place. Like it's just like the nightmare is hitting this forest with on full force. Now this forest is infested, crawling, okay, with cultists. So we are going to make our way here, get the Rift Gate, and show you guys where it was. Through the magic of editing in seconds. And here we are. The way that I did was following this main road and basically following the main road. But you must know that there's another main road right here that you could have gotten going this way, and then up here it would get you here on the same place, and you would find some guy that was telling that this place is dangerous and that we shouldn't go in. Now, exploring the Sorrow's Bastion and finding those survivors that are about to be sacrificed is going to wait for next chapter. I'm sure everything will be fine and nobody's going to actually be sacrificed, right? Well, thank you very much for watching and see you guys on our next chapter.